Hello, my friends. Today we're going to be doing Buildcraft oil so we can get 24 million RF per tick for our power generation. Our power generation kind of is rubbish right now. Like, actually bad. We are relying on diesel from other mods, and it's not exactly the most effective way we could be generating power. Um, it is a way we can generate power and generate a decent amount of power. It's just kind of like, why am I wasting my time with making diesel here when I could be wasting my time making energy in another mod that is way more effective than this? And that's what we'll be doing. So, we're going to put some diesel through the setup here because it's full, and I don't want it to be full forever. Anyway, I need to shut this thing down, kind of. I feel like this thing is going to clog up now because there's no room for naphtha, no room for heating. Well, there is room for that, but it's going to clog up. We're going to let it clog. Let it clog. And then it will speed up the process of refining everything. Ow. Anyway, we were making the process of stuff pretty easily here. We're making heat diesel generator doing stuff. So we figured out that dense fuel is the type of fuel you want the most of. And to get the dense fuel is a whole bunch of baloney. Alright, there's only two ways to get the dense fuel. I mean, unless you do searing method of getting the dense fuel. I wonder if searing method is used in anything. Searing is used to make dense fuel, hot, dense fuel, hot, dense fuel, cool, dense fuel, hot. Okay, let's say we have dense fuel, hot, or cool. Gives you 24 million RF. To get dense fuel cool, you need to do dense fuel through this guy. So we need to do distilled oil through this guy, and then it gives you dense fuel, 1 millibucket for every mixed light fuels it gives you. Holy crap. I mean, it feels like it splits it in the worst way possible of giving you rubbish out of your energy, out of the machine for the oil you get. Is the way we're doing it right now the best way to be doing it? Right, so we're going to start with distilled oil, and then that's going to get us to distilled oil cool, and that's going to get us to distilled oil hot, distilled oil searing, which is made here. Alright, so we start off with crude oil searing, and then we get residue and distilled oil. So that's our first step, is this one. Is there any other way of getting dense fuel than that? Anyway, I guess we'll go to Buildcraft because it has all the stuff we need at Buildcraft. Now we're gonna get started. I actually love Buildcraft. I haven't used it in a while, so there should be a lot of stuff in this that we can deal with. Residue, heavy oil, which I mean, heavy oil. What does it get you to? Gets you to mix heavy fuels. How do you get this? Like, it's a lot of stuff, bro. So much stuff. Heavy oil cool is made from distilling crude oil straight away. That gets us to gaseous fuel and heavy oil, which is not really good. We just want to get to, like, that's the only method. So that's the start method, is just go like this. If we heat it up first and then distill it, that gets you to mix light fuels and dense oil. Ah, I see. Okay, I'm pulling up a Buildcraft oil diagram to see how the best way of doing this will be. That's how I'm going with this. I'm not going to try to figure it out myself. It's a pain. Alright, so this is going to be pretty simple to do. And we have all of our stuff done, so I can hit stop on this guy. He's done. What can I do with these diamonds to get the most out of them? I need to build the centrifuge for this. Diamonds. Can I process these in any way that gives me a lot of diamonds? Or do I have to do it this stupid way? Pulverize. Centrifuge. Acidize. Centrifuge is probably the best way. It gets you 3 for each one. There's not really much advantage in it, is there? Enrichment chamber. Yeah, I guess pulverizing is our best bet. Honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. Diamonds aren't... Well, they are actually very expensive in this version. I'm used to HPM mod on the prior version where it's not as expensive to make such amazing machinery as chem plants and stuff. Otherwise, I'd probably be doing it right now. I haven't even bothered doing much with the HPM model in this version. Anyway, so with the Buildcraft stuff. We need Buildcraft. We need to go check out the refine. No, Buildcraft. It should just be in here, like in this first page, I think. Yeah, no. Sterling engine? Dang. We're not gonna use any of that. We're gonna use solar power probably. Anyway, we're gonna have a heat exchanger and a distiller, and we're gonna need a bunch of these guys. I got a flowchart pulled up, so I know what I need to do. Alright, so to get started, we'll just want one of these, right? This guy is gonna just handle, like, I don't know. He's just gonna do what he's gonna do. It's gonna be what he's gonna do. It's hard to explain. Basically, this first step will make cool oil into, and not coal oil, it's cool oil. So, like, you know, cool as in cool, not cool as in coal. Right, but anyway, we've got that, now we've got that cleared up. I'm trying to make I'm messing up everything right here. We'll need a bunch of these fluid tanks, which are made with glass. Thankfully, it's not expensive to make glass. I can just probably smelt it up right now. I need more glass, please. You make some glass. I'm gonna need a lot of this today. Should really consider upgrading this thing to make tier of energized smelter. No, I'm not doing that right now, but it is a worthwhile idea. Fortunately, these are not going to be very expensive, although these will be. These heat exchangers are probably going to be the most expensive part. I'm not even too sure about how to use them. I've only used this once. I've only ever done the Buildcraft oil stuff once, which is why it's probably so confusing. I think I'm going to need this for one stage, and then the second stage it gets even more complicated. It goes down a lot of stuff, of processing. It gets kind of in there. But anyway. I've begun clearing out the chunk we're going to need for actually building this in, because I'm building this right next to the other oil refiner, so you can compare and contrast how they look. I don't know, maybe you like the way this one looks better than the other one. The other one generates diesel, which I can use in the diesel generator, because I want to build a diesel generator for my spaceship, but I ended up not using that. I've ended up getting solar panels now, so that's why we have a diesel generator that doesn't make much energy, because it's kind of garbage. And in fact, this setup is going to be replacing our diesel generator with like 3 generators that run dense oil, or whatever the heck they're going to run. I mean, they're going to run a lot of power, and it's going to be amazing. Anyway, I have to learn how to do the electrical engineering in this version of the game, because there is not any HBM mod in it. So the HBM mod does not add the capacitors and things that I'm used to having for like splitting energy and stuff. So I'm not even sure how I'm going to figure out energy in this one. There's a floodgate? We have not messed with this at all, have we? Like, we have not messed with this thing that much. There's a mining well, quarry. I mean, the mining well and quarry are pretty self-explanatory, but what is the best is the actual thing. The quarry is the best thing. Yeah. Zone planner. Robots aren't coming to 112, so this is useless. Huh. So it's time to assemble our first refinery setup. I believe these are called a distiller, and they just look like this. Oh, these look interesting. I have not built these in a long time, or seen them in a long time. Let's go ahead and press F3G and get a nice idea of where our building space is. So, how big will this thing be? Probably 1/10 of the size of the rest of the setup. Probably could fit in our base if I wanted to. I'm not gonna do that right now. So this is our first thing. This is the distiller. It looks pretty cool. You just shove in oil and then you get out the 2 different fractions, which go out the top and the bottom. I guess. I'm not sure. I have not tried this out yet. We're probably going to use kinesis pipes with a converter and then have solar power for this entire thing, because I've gotten solar panels from space, dude. They are actually amazing. And we'll just transfer this guy over there and he can probably power the entire thing instantly. Will a mechanism pipe work with this? Yes, it will. Okay, mechanism pipes will work with this. That's nice to know. Off. And then we gotta switch this to pole. Alright, so we've got this thing set up. We need to grab some oil and actually put it in there. And then grab power production and put it in there as well. And then we have our first oil setup started. It's going to be pretty simple to start off. You just take oil, which is cool, and you can process it through the system. This is going to get us the most dense fuel as possible, which is going to get us the most energy as possible, because dense fuel runs very, very, very effectively for power generation, but Other stuff does not, and I'm gonna take some of these for sure, because I only need like one of these now. I don't even need any of these anymore, right? Technically, I could probably get away without having any of them on there, and I could probably just shove the barrel on top and it'll work. Anyway, we have oil for a very long time, which is nice. Especially considering how much oil we're going to need in the future. We're going to need endless supply of oil. We do have a nice supply of oil in this thing, so now this thing just needs energy in the form of Minecraft joules, which can be piped through stone kinesis pipes, because the pipes are very broken in this 1.12 version, just like the rest of Buildcraft. If only somebody actually gave this mod some love, and you know, for 1.12, I don't see any 1.16 ports or anything. That'd be shut up. This is stone diorite. It's not gonna give me Minecraft stone if I tell it to be stone. What is it? No, this is not. Or dictionary name 0. Okay, then I will need to use my stone from here. I have stone in here even? I didn't even know I had stone in there. So yeah, I'll make a stone kinesis pipe. Because now you make a kinesis pipe. Let me show you the way of making kinesis pipe. Then you shove redstone on all of it. And boom, you have kinesis pipes. Now that you have kinesis pipes, you need to make more stone, because that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. You just need to make more stone. Meh, who cares? We're gonna make more stone in a second. But anyway, we got our kinesis pipes. We need a Minecraft joule wire, which will be this is a golden kinesis pipe. Oh, nice. When I make this, what a waste. It's probably a waste, honestly, actually. Yeah, it should definitely be a waste, but anyway. So the first part of this setup requires us to hook in a stone kinesis pipe into here, and then hook in one of those. That does not work. This stone kinesis pipe cannot take energy from this. So, I'm guessing that while this can hook into here as well, I cannot hook in this guy to this guy. There's no way of doing this, I do not believe. So that's an interesting thing. Unless I can hook in a Galacticraft battery buffer between the two. Okay, I believe I have the dumbest way to power the actual setup ever. I'm going to just use one of these heat generators. How stupid is this? Very. That's why I'm going to do it, because it's not going to provide much energy, but it will provide certainly enough energy to actually get it started producing oil into what it needs to be, which are the two different oil fractions, which we can pipe through top and bottom, and then pipe through... we could pipe them through Buildcraft pipes, or we could just pipe them straight in the machine they need to be in, which is probably what I'm going to do. Anyway, this guy needs to have... is it safe to be putting lava this close to an oil refinery? Shift F3. G. Okay, we'll cross the chunk border. That would be a problem. So we need to do it inside the chunk. This is kind of wasting so much space, but for now, this will be what I do for my energy production. I believe if you cover this on all the sides, it will give you the most energy production from it as you can possibly get. So even the bottom must be covered probably. Let's see if this works even better than what it normally would. And now it is piping energy in to that setup there. And every second that it puts out some energy, it does some stuff. No, it just doesn't. Right, so I need to actually get some actual fuel for that then. For now, this is how I'm powering it. I'm not going to try anything with compression dynamos or anything right now. Oh, it's working. It is working. It's just really slow. But anyway, that's gonna do its job. It's gonna do its stuff. It needs more energy though. Oh, look, those go up and down and they do stuff. I thought these would just be like heating coils on the sides or something, or I thought those were just there for no reason, but no, they actually do something. They go up and down. Dang. You know, I knew this would be worth it. Would be worth the fun. Oh, crap, but I actually need to place this differently. Oh, no, it's setting stuff on fire. It's setting the wires on fire. Because they're made of wool. Oops, I caused a massive mess. Yeah, it's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Alright. Well, let me get some of this stuff cooking then, so I can make an actual crafting table and some chests, so I can actually get this stuff stored away for some time. That That's a bit of an oopsie, isn't it? Right.